Hello students, today we will study class 7th geography, chapter number 8, human environment interaction, the tropical and the subtropical region. So in this chapter we will understand the climatic condition, food, people, cloth, and we will make difference about the cold region and hot region. So first of all we will understand about life in the Amazon basin. So this is our topic, life in the Amazon basin. Amazon basin is located in South America. So this is the figure of South America. You can see this whole part is known as Amazon basin because of Amazon river, which is uh, broad river, and this river is very famous because it has a green environment, and nearly 21% oxygen is produced here because of Amazon forests. Okay, so here you will understand about Amazon basin. So especially tropical region lies very close to the equator, and between 10-degree north and 10-degree south. You can see here that it is 0 degree means equator, that is equator. So especially it is going through here, and it is also going through here. Now you have to understand it lies between 10-degree north to 10-degree south. Suppose that it is equator. So this region is located 10-degree north to 10-degree south. So it is between 10-degree north to 10-degree south, and it is referred to the equatorial region. Means the whole part is called equatorial region. The river Amazon flows through this region. So river Amazon starts from here and it flows nearly six countries. It drains, especially it goes through Brazil, some portions of Brazil, some portions of Peru, and Bolivia. So it reaches to Bolivia also, Bolivia, and some part of, means very less part in Ecuador. Ecuador is here, and in some part of Colombia is here, and a small part in Venezuela. Means in Venezuela very small part is there, means just it touches the Venezuela. So you must remember here, and suppose that one question is given that how many countries in this basin which touches the equator. Okay, so you have to remember there that you can see Ecuador, Colombia. You must remember that Ecuador, Colombia, and Brazil. So these are the countries, and which is coming in the path of equator. Now we will understand about climate. So you must understand here that the place where the river flows, a river flows into another body of water is called river's mouth. Means river's mouth means it is a place where the river flows into another body of water. So that is called river's mouth. Numerous tributaries join the Amazon river. Many tributaries are there. Tributaries means what? Tributaries means a small river which flows or which join the main river. Means small rivers joins the main river. For example, Ganga river. So river Ganga joins many other small rivers. So that those means those small rivers are known as tributaries. So Amazon basin stretches directly on the equator. You can see here it stretches on the equator, and it is characterized by the hot and wet climate throughout the year. So both day and nights are almost equally hot and humid here. That is the climatic condition of the Amazon basin. And the skin feels sticky here because of hotness. And it rains almost every day, so that evergreen forest is found here. And there is that without much warning, means any time rain may be there. And the temperature, means the day temperature is very high, and throughout the day high humidity will be there, or high humidity is there. So the day temperature is high with very high humidity, and at night the temperature goes down but the humidity remains high. So that is the climatic condition. Next is rainforests. Now we will understand about rainforests. So the forest which is grown by the rain, that is called rainforest. So as it rains heavily in this region, thick forests grow there, and the forests are in fact so thick that dense roof created by the leaves and branches does not allow the sunshine on the ground. So sunshine doesn't reach on the ground, and the ground remains dark and damp, so that ditches and sometimes damps are found there. Only shade tolerant vegetation may grow here. So some plant parasites are found here. For example, orchids, bromeliads. So these are common parasites here, plant parasites. The rainforest is very rich in fauna, and birds such as toucans, hummingbirds. Okay, you must remember toucans, hummingbirds are found here. Hummingbird is the smallest bird, and these birds also make loud sounds in the forest. Animals like monkeys, sloth, and ant-eating tapirs are found there. So various species of reptiles and snakes are thrived in these jungles. So crocodile, snakes, pythons abound there, and anaconda and boa constrictors are found. These are the species of snakes and snakes. So besides, the basin is home to thousands of the species of insects. So several species of fishes, including the flesh-eating piranha fish, is also found in the river. Means it is very dangerous. Piranha fish is very dangerous for the human being, because it smells. It can smell the blood of man in the water. So it is very dangerous, and this basin is thus extraordinarily rich in variety of life found there. Now next topic is people of the rainforest. So especially people grow most of their fruits in small areas after clearing the forest, while men hunt and fish along the rivers. Women take care of the crops, and they mainly grow tapioca, pineapple, and sweet potato. Sweet potato. So, as hunting and fishing are uncertain, it is women who keep their families alive by feeding them the vegetables they grow. So, they practice slash and burn agriculture. Now you have to understand slash and burn agriculture. So they are using slash and burn agriculture. In this process, the cultivation is done on the piece of land, and first of all, that farmers are clearing that foresty land area by slashing the trees. Slashing means cutting the trees, and then they are burning. They burns they burn the grasses and their uh, trees and bushes there, and then they are releasing the nutrients into the soil, and they released they release they release they release nutrients there, and after that crops are grown there by the farmer, and after few years they are again leaving that area. I mean, suppose that is the piece of land, so they are cutting the trees from there. Means first of all they are cutting the trees, and then they are burning the grasses there, bushes there, and then when natural rain is there, so they are doing farming there. Means they are growing crops there, and nearly 2-3 years they are growing the crops, and in this way they are growing the crops, and when its fertility is losing or fertility is reduced there, so they are leaving that area and they are doing again same thing, and they are choosing new place, and then they are doing the same process. So in this way the tree on that land, new trees are grown, and fertility is stored there. Means fertility is restored there. So new trees are grown in the old field, and that is the reason fertility is restored. So they are doing this type of farming, that is called slash and burn agriculture. So always remember that slash and burn means cutting the trees and burning the grasses, then farming is done in this agriculture. In this region, staple food is manioc. So it is the main food item which is eaten, manioc. That is also called cassava. Cassava that grows under the ground like the potatoes, and they also eat queen ants and egg sac. Cash crops are like coffee. So cash crops are coffee, maize and cocoa. These are the cash crops which is grown in this region. So the rainforest provide a lot of wood for the houses. Some families live in the thatched houses shaped like beehives, and means in that way they are making this type of houses, and that is on the trees. So between the trees they are making thatched houses, but just like it is with the help of bamboos. So here large apartment like houses called Meluka with a steepy slanting roof is made there, and life of the people of Amazon basin is now changing. So in the older days the heart of the forest could be reached only by the navigating the river, but nowadays since 1970 the Trans Amazon highway made all parts of the rainforest accessible, and nowadays aircrafts, helicopters are also used for reaching the various places, and indigenous population was pushed out from the area and forced to settle down in the new areas, where they continued to practice their distinctive way of farming. So next topic is gradual destruction of forests. So I will tell you in next class. Thank you.